Good, happy Friday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, Kingston woman accused of selling drug that led to death. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
26-year-old Carol Welsh faces one charge, alleging that she sold a fatal dose of heroin to a Londonderry woman in November of last year. Police say the investigation started when they found Sharon Zerpolo unconscious in this convenience store parking lot in Plastow.
We got a 911 call on 11/12 for an unresponsive female located in a vehicle at Cumberland Farms. When we got there, we were able to determine that the female was deceased at that point, and the investigation kind of took its course from there.
Authorities say they were able to use cell phone records to ultimately identify Welsh as the person who sold Zerpolo the deadly drugs. In court, prosecutors asked for $25,000 cash-only bail, saying they believe Welsh is a significant threat to others.
I think that it speaks for itself. The sale of the drug, the resulting use of that drug, and the death of an individual, potential other sales. That's a danger to the community.
Zerpolo's sister, who did not want to go on camera, says the mother of two had a smile that could light up a room and just hopes that everyone in these types of situations can get the help that they need. Plastow police say this investigation is still open, and heroin and fentanyl overdoses are a major problem in their town.
None of these cases really have a positive outcome because at the end of the day, somebody lost their life. But we are happy at this point that we have been able to come to some sort of resolution.
The judge today granted the $25,000 cash-only bail request, saying she felt it may have been even a little low given the circumstances. Reporting live, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Gilmington woman calls 911 as man attempts to break in with a crowbar. A man is behind bars after he attempted to break into an occupied home. The Belknap County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call from a woman in a residence on Halls Hill Road at about 3:19 p.m. Thursday. The woman reported seeing a suspicious male who was wearing a dark baseball hat, dark sunglasses, and a hoodie top. While on the phone with dispatcher, the woman said he tried to break in through windows and doors, but was unsuccessful. The woman hid in a crawl space until police arrived. Upon arrival, police found Eric Duffy, 34, attempting to back his vehicle out of the driveway. Duffy had several excuses for being on the property, according to court paperwork. Duffy told police he was lost in using the bathroom behind the house. He then said he was going to a friend's house but couldn't remember the friend's name. While questioning Duffy, police located a syringe in his back pocket. Duffy said he had the needle because he's diabetic. He then gave police permission to check his phone, and when it rang, police said a man on the other end said he had the money to go buy that. Come pick me up. I have $2.49. All you need is $1. Police located a crowbar inside his vehicle, which matched marks left on windows and door frames of the home. Duffy is charged with attempt to commit burglary and possession of burglary tools. He waived his arraignment Friday and is being held on $15,000 bail. Any communities having similar burglaries should contact Givington Police Department at 267-7401 or Belknap County Sheriff's Office at 527-5454. Elizabeth Warren announces 2018 re-election bid. Vowing to continue her fight for the working men and women of Massachusetts and U.S., Elizabeth Warren has announced her 2018 re-election bid. The emailed announcement came Friday morning, 2 weeks ahead of President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. The Democratic senator actively campaigned for Hillary Clinton during the 2016 presidential election and continues to be one of Trump's fiercest critics. Months ago, former Red Sox pitcher Curt Schilling said he was still remoting whether to run for Warren's Republican opponent. Warren beat former Senator Scott Brown in 2012 for her seat in the U.S. Senate. Five dead, multiple people injured in shooting at Fort Lauderdale Airport. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
The Orange Money Retirement Squirrel from Voya. I represent the money you save for the future.
Who's he?
He's the green money you can spend now. What's up?
Gonna pay some bills, maybe buy a new tennis racket.
He's got a killer backhand.
When it's time to get organized for retirement, it's time to get Voya.
Panic and pandemonium at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport.
I had a perfect picture of him coming and walking up and down, shooting the people.
Witnesses in shock describing a shooting rampage inside the baggage claim area at Terminal 2, calling it a scene right out of a movie.
We looked again and we saw him with the gun going up and down.
I'm firing.
The first reports of shots fired appear to come in from police already at the airport.
Multiple victims down.
One of the victims bloodied.
The active shooter shot at least 13 people. 8 people, as I know right now, are in area hospitals being treated.
This as hundreds of passengers, confused and scared, are seen running onto the tarmac as ambulances race by, and numerous law enforcement officers in tactical gear rushed to the scene, quickly taking the suspect into custody.
Once he was done with ammunition, he basically threw the gun on the ground, and he laid on the ground face down, spread eagle. So he was already down. He was waiting for the officer to approach him.
Sources say the suspect has been identified as Esteban Santiago, that at the time of his arrest he was carrying a military ID with that name. Authorities say they're talking to him right now to figure out a motive. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Dow comes within a whisker of hitting 20,000. S&P, NASDAQ close at all-time highs as tech pops. U.S. equities closed higher after hitting all-time highs on Friday as the technology sector led, while investors praised through key employment data. Internal report. Putin directly order effort to influence election. The U.S. Intelligence Committee concluded in a declassified report released Friday that Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered an influence campaign aimed at hurting Hillary Clinton and helping Donald Trump in the 2016 presidential election. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.